Hello Scorpios, how you doing? I'm Psychic Medium Eric, welcoming you to your September general reading. I want to thank you all for viewing and liking my videos and subscribing. Like I said, I'm incredibly overjoyed about how well you guys have responded. I mean, I really enjoy doing this. I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. And like I said, there's more fun and surprises to come. I'm always going to change things up. I'm always going to do something different. So look for that. Eventually, I'll be releasing bonus videos too. Be sure you look for bonus videos I'll be releasing too. Alright. And like I said, it's been a joy and a pleasure bringing you your general reading now for Scorpios for September. If you want a private reading, you can check under my description. It'll give you the information. How to contact me for a general reading, or if you want to make a donation, the information is all in my description title, so check that out. It'll give you, and if you want to ask questions about prices, anything else, just email me with any questions you got. Like I said, check my description. It'll have all the information you need to get in contact with me, and we'll set something up. Or if you just want to make a donation, that is fine too. I don't, whatever you want to do, it's all up to you. Like I said, it's been a joy and a thrill to do this. I am using two decks like I normally do. I'm using my Holy Grail Tarot and Archangel Oracle cards to give me an overview of the reading. And the type of reading I'm using now for you guys, I'm going to start using this reading now. I like this. It's what they call the journey reading, where your journey has a beginning and an end. So this will be your journey through September, Scorpios. Okay, I'll go through it as we go along. Like I said, I love the spread. Just give me some input on the spread if you like it or not. Alright, and like the old saying goes, let the journey begin. And this is where we find ourselves in this journey, Scorpio. We're finding ourselves with the Hermit. So I'm feeling like you guys have had a busy summer. Now you're taking some time, gathering your thoughts, gathering your energy. Gathering your energy to move forward, because it looks like you're going to start off slowly this month. It looks like it's going to pick up steam. Alright, especially by the end of September, it looks like you guys will be off and running. But right now it's kind of a quiet time for you, you know. Take time to reflect, or take time to reflect the summer. Take time to reflect where you want to go forward now, whether it be relationships or career or work or studies. Alright, it's basically you're starting your journey with just taking time to yourself. Recharge those batteries before going forward. That's where you find yourself in your journey now. Now, the next what's coming up for your journey in September is the Brother of Vessels, or this could be, like I said, this is either invitations and propositions. So you could be getting an invitation for work. Somebody could be offering you an invitation for love. If it's love, it could be, you know, marriages, it could be proposals, it could be somebody new coming in, and if it's for work, it could be opportunities. Alright, so that's what's coming in, that's your next part of the journey. So basically you're resting up, because like I said, it's going to get very busy towards the end of the month. Alright, so you could be having, like I said, a lot of views with love. Could be new love, it could be marriage, it could be proposals. And if it's work, it could be a career opportunity. It could also represent a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or they could have that in their chart. So be sure you look out for business opportunities, work opportunities, opportunities for love, opportunities for let your love take the take your love taking to the next step. So that's what's next upon your voyage. So as soon as you come, like I said, that is coming up next in your. You got a lot of stuff coming in for you. So we're starting off with quiet time, and now you do have stuff coming in. Okay, so the third one. This is what you need to let go of. This is the next part in your journey. And that's the Fool. What that tells me is to, if some of you have made some rash decisions in the back, what it's telling me is, if this is in what you need to release, it's basically telling me you need to release fear of the unknown. If you're going to jump into something new, I'm getting take your time. Make sure this is where you want to go. Make sure this is the relationship you want. Make sure this is the career path you want. And it's basically telling me to take your time with it. Don't just jump in foolishly. Take your time. Make sure this is what you want. Make sure career-wise what this want. Make sure this is the relationship you want. Just make sure before you set off on that journey. All right? Next, this is where you find yourself now. You find yourself at the Four of Stones. So some of you might be holding on to your finances because they might be tight. Some of you might be doing the opposite. It also can mean you may be giving too much of your finance. So just be, and relationship-wise, it could be either you're closing yourself off, or you're just being, well, how do I say it? You're being a little too open in your relationships. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but with the wrong person, it could be a bad thing. So if you're in a so work-wise, or if you encounter an invitation as opposed to work, some of you might be thinking about your money. And if it's for love, some of you might have to. Some of you might be opening up, or some of you might be jumping in too quickly. Okay. Like I said, if it's with new love, take your time. If it's with a new job, watch your finances. Okay? Just don't jump in. In other words, think things out before you jump in. Okay. And that's where you're at right now. That's how you feel right now. Okay, what you got coming up? The issues that you'll be facing is the Brother of Lances. This is all about communication. This is telling me to watch your communication, how you communicate, or some people lack thereof communication. So what this is telling me is the issues you guys are going to have is communication. All right, so just watch your communication, watch how you communicate, watch what people are telling you around you also. Like I said, take your time with decisions coming up. Take your time, whether it's a career decision, whether it's a love decision, take your time. Make sure the communication is clear, and make sure it's precise, and make sure this is what you want to do. So make very sure about communication. It's very important this month. Make sure you communicate yourself clearly. Okay, because like I said, there can be the tendency for misunderstandings, or saying, or to cross your wires there. So just like I said, if your communication is an issue, make sure you're very crystal clear on what you want, whether it be career or love. Make sure it's what you want to do. Okay, make sure you're getting all the information. Okay, make sure you're getting all the information before you make a decision. That's why it's telling you to take it slow. Okay, whether it be career decision, or whether it be a new love, or or marriage, because if it was marriage, what the finances could be tight. So make sure the communication is there, most important. And also in your readings, while I was shuffling, I got the number 8. So I don't know if it's the 8th, 18th, or 28th. So the number 8 came up too. So and this could be that's weird. I got something with work-wise, so I'm not sure why that's coming up. It could be some of you might be considering a new job, or you might get an invitation for a new job, or some of you might be going on a job interview where you have to communicate. You might have to, for a job invitation, for a job interview, you might have to make sure your communication is clear. To make sure you're getting all the information about a job information. Yeah, but the number 8 is significant. I'm not sure if it's the 8th, 18th, or 28th. It could be a date. Just keep that in mind, because that's what I was getting while I was shuffling it. So keep that in mind. Okay. Your next card up is what you need to take into the future. All right, a very interesting card in that position. It's the Three of Swords. So basically what this is telling me is to learn from your past disappointments, from your last heartaches, from what's in the past. Basically learn. It's a card where I feel like it's telling you to learn from your past mistakes, okay? Whatever lessons you learned from the past, now it's time to take them forward and to moving forward to your future, okay? That's what it's telling me. So this is what you need to take with you, your lessons from the past to move forward. Okay, it's very important. Now, what is calling you onward? And it's the restoration, or in the case, judgment. In other words, what's calling you forward is basically your awakening, whether it be an emotional awakening, whether it be a career awakening. Basically what's calling you is basically an awakening. It's basically telling you, hey, listen, you know what? Be clear about where you want to go. It's also, some of you might be going through a healing process. All right, since it's next to the Three of Swords, so what's calling you is basically healing from past mistakes. That's what's calling you forward. You know what? The past is past, it's done. Now what's calling you forward is a restoration. You know what? Grab control of your life. Have that awakening. Like I said, let go of the past mistakes. Make sure your communication is good. And listen, with all opportunities coming in, this could create an awakening. That's why new opportunities for either love or career are coming in. It's giving you a chance to have that awakening, to have that, to have that. Oh wow, I can go forward, in spite of the past heartaches and disappointments. All right, because like I said, your past mistakes and everything else, it's all part of us, good and bad experiences. So that's what's calling you now, is your restoration, your awakening is what's calling you. Okay, your next step in your voyage is, what is your next step? Very good. Ace of Swords, clarity of thought, a mental victory, right next to the restoration card. So you guys might be getting, in other words, you guys might be getting invitations for love or invitations for career. It's basically telling you, you know what? In spite of the past mistakes and everything, still charge forward. Charge forward what you want to do. You've got the mental clarity. You've got all the painful past experiences. You've got the experiences to move forward. Just take your time and make sure it's what you want to do, okay? You got the, like I said, the Ace of Swords, a mental victory. So you guys have got clarity. It also means something around the fall time also. Something like towards the end of the month, look for things to really pick up. And I feel like some offers are going to come in at the beginning of the month, and then by the end of the month, you're going to be ready to charge in. Yeah, right? Because, like I said, you'll be awakening, you'll learn from your past mistakes, but make sure, I can't stress this enough, your communication is good. And if some of you have to watch your finances, do so. That's just with a new job opportunity. All right, if it's for relationships, be sure you open up. Don't give too much in relationship. Make sure it's equal, give and take. Okay. Now, your final destination card, which is very interesting. You'll be winding up as the Master of Vessels. In other words, you'll be winding up as the King of Cups. So you're going to start off with the Hermit, but people are going to be flocking to you now because you've got this renewed passion. You're charging in. You've got, not only do you have logical, and now you'll be getting emotional stability. So so whatever these opportunities are coming for you, you're going to be able to handle. You're going to be able to. Your head and your heart will be attuned. So basically, you'll be following what you have to do to go forward. And like I said, you're going to be very popular at the end of the month because people are going to be flocking to you with your renewed passion, with everything else. Or it could be you be passing off information from your past mistakes. You could be helping people because with the communication card here too, you know what? It'll give you a chance to also help people also. Maybe similar situations as you. As water signs, we like to do that because we're caring. We're very, like I said, people do flock to us a lot because we are a water sign. And that's what the King of Cups. Basically, people will be flocking to us because once you have that renewed passion and a new direction, people seem to it's almost like a case of follow the leader. In other words, you'll start doing well, then people will want to start following you, saying, oh, wow, look at this. In spite of the past heartaches and disappointments, you're still going forward. All right? Like I said, communication, I can't stress enough for you guys, the most important things this month, and messages. Like I said, make sure you're getting all the right messages. If it's a new job or career, make sure you're getting all the information you need to go forward. It's a job interview, how you communicate yourself. If it's love, same thing with communication. Be sure you open up if it needs to be. Relationships, it's warning me not to give too much, all right? Make sure it's balanced. And make sure the process that you're going through is slow and don't just jump in. All right, now let me take some angel cards and see what other messages I have for you. All right, so we want to know messages for Scorpio in September. Scorpio in September. What other messages do we have for you guys? Scorpio September. Let's see what the archangels have to say for you. Let's see. All right, here it is. Honor your sensitivity. You might be highly sensitive this month. In other words, it's also telling you to follow your intuition this month. Your sensitivity may be high right now, but honor yourself and your feelings, okay? In other words, if you have to follow your, like I said, honor and trust your feelings. If something doesn't feel right, it's not. If something feels right, go forward. Like I said, this is where communication comes in, too. Make sure the messages you're getting is, make sure you're getting all the information you need to go forward. And that's what that's telling you. Okay, now, next card is brilliant idea. So in other words, you guys are going to be, basically you guys are going to get an idea of what you want to do this month, whether it be relationships and careers. You guys, like I said, everything is divinely guided. It says to take action to bring your idea into fruition. So if you guys are having, like I said, so if it's a new job interview, like I said, be sure you express it. This is all about expressing yourself this month. Like I said, communication and all this. Communication, I can't stress enough, is important. I don't know why, but I feel like it is this month. And like I said, this is basically brilliant ideas. Basically, just follow your ideas and discharge for them. It's all going to turn out well for you guys this month. This is good because the readings I've done so far have been positive. So hopefully all of us signs are now coming into a positive time. You know, it looks really good for everybody because all the past stuff is starting to clear out now. Now, all you people who have done well, your judgment is coming back. In other words, if you've done well, if you've done good, your good karma is coming back. But if you've done bad, you also it's also that time too. Well, I feel like a lot of you have done well and do good by other people too. So all that good karma is coming back. We'll give you that awakening. And like I said, just charge forward with your ideas and with your plans. Oh, and the last card for your guardian angels is leadership. Take control of your life. Be a leader. That's what the King of Cups is. He can lead. People come to him for advice. So some of you will be helping people, like you've been through a rough time. Basically, your past experiences could be helping people. Some people could be seeking you out for advice because you guys are going to be doing well. And people, like I said, it's going to be like a follow the leader sort of thing. So you're doing well, so people are going to want to know how you've done well with all your past experiences now. And at the beginning of the month, taking time out, I mean, people are going to be following your example right now this month. It looks, like I said, it's a really good month for you, Scorpios. Like I said, so far I've been happy with the readings I've been coming up with because everything looks good. And like I said, so Scorpio, this is your general reading for September. So sit back and enjoy the ride. Like I said, I am Psychic Medium Eric. If you would like a personal reading, you could check out my description box. And if you want to make a donation, it also tells you how to do that also there too. So check out my description box. Any questions you have, please email me. And Scorpios, have a great September.